Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you all are fine and safe at your home. Welcome to the computer class of grade 3. I'm your teacher Wazir Ikramzi, and today inshallah from our unit number 1 operating system we will be solving question answers. Before we move on for today's lesson, let's quickly check out the learning outcomes. By the end of this lesson, we will be discussing some new things on the Windows desktop, which includes the position of taskbar. We have discussed the component of desktop taskbar. So how you can change its position, the steps for changing the position of it, we will be discussing in today's lesson, inshallah. And how you can lock the taskbar so that it may not move from its place. We will discuss that as well. And how you can open Microsoft Word 2013. So this covers the question answers we are going to do today, inshallah. And today's work is from your book, page number 8. The descriptive type questions, which are the question answers, the part F, G, and H. And remember, my children, this is a notebook work. Don't forget. And here I want to make you clear as well that in the last lesson we had finished part A, B, and C. So part D and E is not in our syllabus. We will not be finishing that one. So you need to cut them as well. So now we move on for our question answers for today. The question here we have. Let me remind you, my children, don't forget to prepare your page with the day and date, name of the unit, and the question answers which you are going to do. So you need to outline the steps required to change the position of a taskbar. It's very simple. I will be showing you the Windows taskbar for that. And before we go for that, the simple steps, there are 2 steps. You need to click the mouse directly on the taskbar. And pressing the button of the mouse, you need to drag to the place where you want to move it. So how we can do that one? For that purpose, we can go to the main taskbar. So my children, you can see over here, this is the desktop area. And this is this long area, this is called the taskbar, horizontal. When I click with my mouse, hold it like this and keeping that one, holding it, you can see I moved it to the other side. And still I'm holding it, and when I leave it, it has moved to my right hand side. If I want to move it back again, you need to press the mouse button, the left hand side button. We discussed that one as well in the previous lesson. Now I will try to move that one back over here. Keeping the button pressed, you need to move your mouse, and where you drag it, it will come to its place. So this way we can move our taskbar. So I hope, my children, now it is clear to you this question, that directly click on the taskbar, hold the mouse button, drag to place the desktop where you want it to be. Now we move on towards our next question. And here we have the next question, that is part G. Why might you not be able to move the taskbar? For that, we will go to the desktop area again. Let me show you how you can lock your taskbar so that it will not move. Yes, my children, now we are having the desktop screen area with us over here. So now when you can see, I bring my cursor to my taskbar. When I right click on it, I am clicking the right hand side button now. You can see this second last option, lock the taskbar. When you click on it, now if I move it, it will not move. I am pressing the left hand button of my mouse and trying to drag it. It is not moving. So this way you can lock your taskbar and it will not move from its area where it is placed. When I uncheck this again and here again I will move, you can see I'm moving it. I have done it again. So this is the way. Now we move towards the answer of our question. Here we have the answer with us now. As we know, if we lock the taskbar, it will not be moved from its place. So we will be writing the answer. We might not be able to move the taskbar if it is locked. It's a very short and simple answer, and I hope my children have understood this one. Now we move on to the next question, which is the last question for today, and that's part H. This H part question. And let me remind you again, my dear children, that part D and E is not in your syllabus, so you are not going to do that one. So don't get confused that teacher is starting from F, G, H, and she is not asking for part D and E. Now I will be reading the question for you. List the steps you will take to access. Here, access means to open. Word 2013. Now you need to write the steps that how you can open the Word, Microsoft Word. Here again, I will show you a screenshot over here. This is the start button. When you click on your start button, the all programs, when you click on it, you need to check Microsoft Office from the programs. And then we will be clicking on the Microsoft Word 2013. How we can do that, I am going to show you over here on the desktop area. So let's move over there. Yes, my children, now you can see this is the desktop area and this is my start button. As I'm using Windows 10, it looks a bit different, but this is the start button on the top left corner of my screen. When I click on it, here I have the list of the programs. I have to find out the Microsoft app over here. When I scroll down my programs over here, when I click over here for, I have to look into Microsoft Office. This is the folder, the details of it. When you click on it, you can see I can open the Microsoft Word from here. And here we have Microsoft Word with us. And this way, we can open our Microsoft Word 2010 or 2013. You can see it's opening now. Hope it is clear to you, my children. Now we have seen that how we can open the Microsoft Word 2013 by clicking on the all programs. First you need to, so we can outline the steps as well. So the answer will be follow the steps to access. Same thing I'm telling you over here. Access means to open Word 2013. First you need to click on the start button, then all programs. Then you have to check for Microsoft Office. This arrow means click. This arrow over here means click on the start button, click all programs, then click on the Microsoft Office. And lastly, you have to click on MS Word 2013. This way you can open your Word 2013. Hope now my students have learned about the Microsoft Word and the question answers we discussed today. So in today's lesson, my students have learned about the desktop taskbar, changing the position of it, the steps for that one. and how you can lock your taskbar, and how to open your Word 2013. I hope this is clear to you, my children. And yes, this is your Google Classroom quiz time. You need to check your quiz over there. The questions we discussed today, questions are there, and you need to attempt that one. Wish you best of luck for that one. And that's all for today, my children. Hope to see you inshallah in next class. If you still have some question, teacher is here to guide you all. Take care. Allah Hafiz, my children.